seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big will get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
That one goes for 24 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. On first down, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't
want to.
When under pressure, they got him again. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Escaping the pressure right. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Throwing again on second down. Carr, and he finds Danny Amendola. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
On second and a couple, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr over the middle, it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Carr now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Carr, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before half for Carr.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, They like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exact. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Nice 57, 57's right. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Express. 57. I'm coming.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Noah Spence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw is Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 30. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Jones has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. To throw again is Ryan. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal.
And Freeman lost the football. He's at the 50.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Carr finds Williams. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Carr gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. To throw is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Carr now on 1st down. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And an alley to run. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
10 more there and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack on first down, Carr throws right side, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the gun, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Williams. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On 2nd and a yard, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of seconds.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. To throw, it's Carr.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with it.
Down. 180. Here we go. Night, sweetheart.
On 1st down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.